Yeah. Hey yo, it's Headphone Joe. Yes sir, the Beanie Boy is back, and you're listening to a new low and a newly loaded rep now. If you've been following, you know I think Falls Out is whack, but I gotta play nice cause he own all the hosting. And Greg will put you up on game, make the recording sound sweet and fire like propane. Cal, that's my right hand man. We go back like grade school and Pirates of Penzance. He love all our fans, but he hate the chat. He's just a sad Eagle fan. I know something about that. Scott by Scott, aka Mr. Prime Minister, 4th to 10 moderator, bike rides, bike falls, sits in cause he's obligated. And I'm Headphone Joe. No need to explain. No need. Please enjoy the show. What's going on? This is the Beanie Boy, aka Dad Hat Daddy, aka Headphone Joe, and most commonly known as Joe Dorville. You are listening to a new low, and I'm here with my illustrious panel. How you fellas doing tonight?
Woo! What it do?
Hi, Mommy. Hi,
Daddy.
Mommy.
Hi, Jeans.
I'm going to ask each and every one of you, starting with Kyle, how does it feel to have your name in a rap song now twice?
Oh, it's what I've always dreamt of.
Always.
As a suburban white boy, it's a dream come true, honestly.
All right. Greg, how do you feel? You actually listened this time, I believe.
I wish my name was Cal. It's pretty cool, dude.
As
I
a Cal.
appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
Scott, you looked a bit dismayed at the end there. What happened?
The synth was too high and your vocals were too low. So if you could edit that next time.
Okay. And Farzad. Okay.
All right, can't hear a goddamn thing Farzad's saying.
And he forgot to unmute himself.
Farzad's wearing
God
damn it!
a new low.
He's wearing a mask, which is I thought the mask was soundproof.
You know, the mask is that good. It really is. It really prevents you from speaking.
Oh man!
So the
Not
guy
false
who's
advertising.
had the worst audio for the past 3 weeks decides to put a mask on.
You know what, Kyle? I don't need to hear
The
it.
day he gets internet.
I don't
It
need
was
to
a
hear it.
branding thing, I believe.
I know.
Before that, I guess we'll hear your comments later because they're recorded, but we just couldn't hear them. I guess.
No, they're not
works?
recorded. It was a bad
Okay,
show.
so then can you?
Oh, good.
Can you tell? Oh, well, can you tell us your question? I believe you have a question.
I'm waiting for the drop.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Scott too.
So
boy.
I do have a question, you guys. Why did Georgia hook up with Pennsylvania's wife?
Why?
I have no idea what's going on.
Because they're swing states.
Ah. Coming out swinging. I see how you do
You guys
it.
want to start the show
Okay.
over?
Yeah, Can we do
let's reclap.
How deep are you?
Clap again? Ready?
How deep are you into the leftovers, Kyle?
I'm still fucking
Oh.
mine.
Oh, that's how I reheat all my food.
That's gonna be our new
You know what?
intro. from now
After
on.
you eat that food, you usually have to go take a number twosies. And I was wondering, are you guys over toilet paper people or under toilet paper people?
You're talking about the roll and how
The
it hangs.
roll, yes, and
So
how
we
it's
tops or
positioned.
wiping or rolling?
No, rolling.
Everyone's a top.
Correct answer is top. So
Top.
It's got to be over.
It's
Okay.
over.
Okay,
dude.
all right. I just wanted to make sure I spoke with real human beings. My roommate
Real
puts it
photo.
under every time,
Every time
And
you
and then
change
when
it,
I go to
Individual.
the bathroom, I
you
flip
change
it.
it, you flip it
And
back.
I flip it, and he never unflips it. So it's like he knows this.
Clearly
is the
he doesn't
correct
care.
way. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying. He just doesn't do it.
Is he
And it-
Australian?
No.
Joe,
He's not
this actually speaks to my paranoia because in the office, the janitorial
Which
staff
episode?
do under, and I'm the
Season
guy that
Season
literally
2.
goes through the effort of switching it to over, and then like nobody thanks me.
Season
I
2,
get it. It's a
episode
thankless
3.
job.
Season 2 is when it really picks up.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right,
It's such a thankless job.
it is. It is.
But
Just
it ain't
like
a
talking and hosting the show.
Thankless job.
Woo! Shit, take it.
Speaking of words that I don't understand, Greg, you had something to say about words?
Yeah, so I was listening to a podcast, and I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guests were from Melbourne, Australia, and the host told a story about being in Melbourne, and the guest was like, "Hey,
Melbourne.
I appreciate you using Melbourne instead of Melbourne."
Melbourne.
Well, I have a problem with the expectation to pronounce a word or a place like how the locals say it, like Melbourne. Australians pronounce Melbourne because that's how Australians pronounce the spelling of that word. Americans pronounce the spelling of that word different. So, are we expected? But are we expected to say the whole sentence with an accent?
Do you guys
Why
say
just
sentence
that
or
one word?
sentence?
Sentence. But
That's like
I will say
imagine
it
Arnold
was very
Schwarzenegger being expected to pronounce California correctly.
California.
California.
I was very confused being from Florida because there is a city called Melbourne, and then you hear Australians say Melbourne, and it's like, wait, what?
But that's
What's
because
happening?
they're Australian. That's how they talk. We don't talk like that. So why are we expected to talk like that for that one specific word? Or I'm going to Edinburgh. I'm going to Edinburgh. Well,
Jumping down.
Hey man, that's Edinburgh,
It's whether you want to respect the local culture or if you want.
But why? But if you,
know.
are respecting local culture, are you also expected to say the whole sentence with their accent?
Why don't
Because that will be
they
mocking
respect
them.
our local culture?
Yeah,
That
but
will
we're
be-
talking to them
the
here.
thing is,
That will
both
be
ways.
mocking them.
you're
Goes
given a
both ways.
pass the first time, and then when you're corrected, you just accept it.
But why is it correcting? Because they're here. They're in America, and we're having this conversation with them here.
Hell yeah,
so I
you're
can
here
understand
now,
if
brother.
I was in Edinburgh
Learn the
and they
language.
expected me to say it that
Thank
way.
you,
But if
Old
I'm
Of course.
here and I call it Edinburgh, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to continue, like Greg said, I'm not going to have the rest of the
I call
conversation
it
with that kind
Edinburgh.
of accent.
Edinburgh. It's spelled Edinburgh.
It's like when
Edinburgh.
It's like people give me shit when I get shit for calling a quesadilla a quesadilla.
I just hate when,
Exactly.
when people
you
do
deserve
it
shit for that. Wait a second.
like news
Nobody
anchors.
says it
When,
like that, Parsons.
when news anchors suddenly put on like a Spanish accent when they pronounce like certain like cities or foods
Oh,
or
that's my
something.
favorite, especially in LA.
Yeah.
Because
It's ridiculous.
half
I'll
the
just
things
say it
are
like an American
in
would say it
Spanish.
because the rest of your sentence is how you say it. So why
Yeah.
a specific word?
Say
It makes you
sentence to
sound
sentence.
dumb
Accents.
and like, yeah, I don't know. Gracias.
I appreciate that great
Race
Canadian.
my ass.
Yeah,
It just
I
sounds
appreciate that,
weird.
Panetta.
Pineda.
But no, Greg, it's because people love to jump down Americans' throats for whatever they really can.
And a lot of the time, there's other Americans doing the jumping down the throats.
It is. It's more.
I was gonna say,
It's
a lot
my
of the time,
favorite
it's like a
porn
more
category.
pretentious person being like, actually, it's Edinburgh.
And bro,
Why are you getting mad at me
It's
for trying to
usually a
tip?
pretentious white person
hey, bro.
try to make up for them not having culture.
It's called Minnesota.
San Francisco. Like, wait, what? What?
San Francisco.
Why are you saying it with that flair? Los
No, I
Angeles. Like, whoa.
I
What's going on
grew
here?
up I grew up near a city
Quesadilla?
called. I grew up calling it San Rafael, and I get upset
San
when people call
Rafael.
it San Rafael, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but it's called San Rafael. Just that's
Yeah.
what we call it.
You just
That's
hate
what you
America.
call it, but that's not what it's spelled in American English language. So don't
Yeah,
expect
but-
us to know
I
how
get
to
it. No,
fuck we say.
I'm on both sides of the argument.
But that's like expecting us to call Spain España or Brazil Brazil because
Yeah,
that's how they say those
Deutschland.
things.
Or
Yeah,
Germany,
Deutschland.
Deutschland. Thank you,
Ibiza.
Kyle.
I was about to say we don't. So why would we change a city just for a conversation?
Pronunciation.
Well, it also leads to other issues where I don't want to get it. This is led on for too
Mexico.
long, but this gets into issues where like people are like, "Oh, well, they just changed the name of Persia to Iran." When it's like, no, we've always called it Iran, but like but the Greeks were just retarded and just like Persia. Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, I believe it's
All
called
I'm
Iran.
saying, is close the borders.
Why are we letting more in?
Speaking of borders in Persia, I was
Tell each
wondering.
other. Okay.
Ooh, it's been a while.
I was wondering.
I got 1
Farzad,
month left. Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
I don't like being singled out for this. Well, I was actually in the grocery store today.
Oh,
And
God damn it! You ruined the joke once again.
I know. I thought about going to the civilization thing, but
No.
I decided not to.
Never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
What's
missed
your
it.
favorite X-Men song? Is that what you said, Joe?
We don't do jokes. We don't do jokes.
I didn't know we were actually taking
I saw
that.
mommy kissing Wolverine. All right.
That's
like
why we
your
don't.
favorite X-Men
We ran
joke.
Blitz before the show.
Blitz?
I like Professor X Miss is coming. This is my favorite one.
I didn't know. I never misspoke on that time, but whatever. What is your favorite Xmas song, Farzad?
You just said
I
it.
guess.
Did he?
No, you said
Manischewitz,
X
what?
song.
I said Xmas. You're killing me, guys. What is happening?
My favorite
This
X-Men
is
song,
just an X-Men
is,
song.
Oh boy!
Hava Nagila.
Could have at least went Cyclone or
That
something.
makes no sense.
Yeah, that's
the wrong-
also a Jewish
Hanukkah song.
Hanukkah, yeah. You could have went dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I know that's what I meant to say, and I'm fucking an idiot.
All right, let me not ask as far as that. Kyle, what is your favorite Christmas song?
I don't know if I have a favorite. It's just, I think
Sorry. All right. Keep going.
the meme of everyone hating "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is played out because it's a great song and it makes me happy, and I think everyone should listen to it. And
The
everyone who
Mariah
hates
Carey,
it
the
is
Mariah
stupid.
Carey
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah, it's a great song because we don't have new Christmas songs. They're all old as shit. This is like one of the only like recent Christmas songs we have. Everyone's like, "Ooh, you play it too much."
Solid boy. Scott, do you have it? What? Do you have
To
a favorite
everyone else.
Christmas song?
Yeah, Jesus is Magneto is my favorite.
God damn it!
Actually,
Greg, do you have a favorite Christmas-
Kalakaliki
What?
It reminds
that's a great
me.
one.
It reminds me of a Christmas Vacation movie when he's looking at his pool, and he's got the hot
I think
chick.
this is the only movie Scott's seen in the last 20 years.
It literally is.
It's either European
bring it up a lot?
Vacation or he always brings up one of the
The
vacation films.
vacations, so many vacations.
Only Christmas Vacation. He's looking at
Oh,
his
you brought
his
Euro
window,
Vacation.
imagining his pool, and then the hot chick in the bikinis in the
With
pool,
his
and then
bonus.
playing the song. Clark, is you Santa Claus? All right.
Greg, what is your favorite Christmas song?
It's Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the Bells.
Which X-Men character is that?
It's obviously
Carol Danvers, the
Rogue.
Miss Marvel.
He's making a Marcus reference.
It's Rogue, obviously. Well, my favorite Christmas. I have two favorite Christmas songs.
It's pretty
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
No, fuck that
by Paul
song in
McCartney.
the butt.
Oh, no.
Christmas.
I want
love
to murder. I want to murder
I
that
love
song
No.
with every weapon I own.
Ding dong. I love it so much. I didn't find it until I was
much
18. I was
song.
working
Oh my
at Subway,
God, worst
and it,
song
you come
ever.
on, and I was like, you know what? Song's got a nice little ring to it.
But hey,
But that,
you're right. You have the right to like bullshit music because never mind.
that. Wait a second. That and
see.
Wham. Last Christmas.
You made Jared.
I really like that one as well.
You know what my favorite is, Joe? Simply Gambit, a wonderful Christmas time.
I
Okay.
did hear jingle bells at the store today, and I was reminded
Jingle
that it's
bells,
fucking December.
jingle bells.
Took you that long?
What should have reminded you was my birthday. But speaking of civilization, Farzad,
Oh, we weren't
you have
supposed to
something
talk
to
about your
say.
birthday.
It's past now, so it's fine.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Joe.
birthday, Joe.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Joe.
You guys said it on the show.
Oh, you brought it up again.
Farzad, what?
Joe
what-
can't stop talking. Oh, it's his birthday month. He
Shout
can't
out to
stop
my
talking about his
brothers whose birthday it is today. Farzad, civilization, go.
Yeah, what is civilization, you guys?
Welcome to the world of the living.
It's
Indeed.
a game. It's a fun game.
Welcome
That's kinda
to internet, everyone. I actually have internet now. It is
Yay!
wonderful. It is great to be part of the living again.
What's your download
not be
speed
a
set?
zombie. Yeah, I'm going to work on that tomorrow. Technician is coming out to put in my second phone line. Apparently, when I signed up for self-install, I signed up for installing my own phone line, apparently. But they're coming out tomorrow to double my speed.
I'm coming.
What's a phone line?
Lines. It's
Yeah, what is a
120
phone line?
Yeah, for
It
our
is
younger
wonderful
listeners,
to
what
have
is a
a
phone
landline,
line?
everyone. It's going to be my intercom system, basically. So.
I can't wait until like 2 weeks from now when your landline phone has been disseminated amongst all the bullshit phishing companies and your phone is just ringing off the hook every day and you're like,
Buy our reels.
landline.
Buy our reels.
You know, it's been on for like the last 4 days, and it's been quiet. I've not got a single
It takes a
phone call.
while for your number
You actually
to
hooked a phone up to it?
disseminate.
Turn the
I have
ringer
to.
off, brother.
Well, I need one for my front door anyway.
A phone?
Ding.
Yeah,
To
it's one of
buzz
those
people
like
in.
phone intercoms. Yeah, to buzz you
You
in.
should be like, hello.
Yeah.
See? It's me, Farzad.
Hey,
All right.
Farzad, how you doing there?
Welcome to
Hey.
Civilization 1992.
1934. The
Do
phone.
you got
Josh, you
intercom?
got a
Please
phone
got
and not a
Francisco.
phone.
We've got phone lines.
I'd like to make a phone call.
I
In
hope
fact, you didn't go out and
Farzad,
get a telegram first.
Farzad has to
telephone.
buzz someone in during the
Comes
show.
to the West
and
Coast.
It disconnects him from the internet.
You know, house phone technology has gone so far behind. Farzad's number is 2.
Dun, 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 dun.
You.
And he thought my swing state joke was bad.
Greg's like,
You know,
"Hey, that
you
was
know
my
what?
number
Gotta
when I
swing
was
for the
a kid."
fences.
State.
Gotta swing for the fences. Greg, I believe
yo.
you have some
Greg,
movie talk for us. Scott, did you make a sounder?
Welcome to
I
El
did.
Greg's.
but I forgot to download it.
Great.
Download it now.
Welcome to El
Keep
Greg's
going,
Movie
Greg.
Corner. I'm El Greg, your host. I watched 2
Snappy.
notable movies in the past week. Actually, I watched like 7 or 8 movies, but 2 I want to
Jesus.
discuss today. The first one I will talk about is a Mank. I sat down to watch Mank on Netflix Saturday night, and honestly, I had no clue what it was or what it was about. It just was there on Netflix, so let's check it out. But
It's not
It
about
ended
a
up-
pimp's jacket.
it ended up being about a black and white film
Mank.
about screenwriter
Mank.
Herman Mankiewicz, played by Gary Oldman, and his story about him penning the script to what some people consider one of the best movies ever, Citizen Kane.
Oh, this is the Citizen Kane movie. Okay.
It takes place in the 30s and early 40s, and it looks like it was a film from that era, which was pretty impressive, I must say. It may be my interest and fascination with Hollywood, and especially old Hollywood, the whole Hollywood system, studio system. But I love this movie so much. It's very slow, especially if you're not interested in that subject. But Gary Oldman was freaking amazing. Amanda Seyfried,
Hug and kiss.
Seyfried. She was very good in her part as a blonde actress type from that era. And watching
She was a real person.
after watching that, I assumed, so Gary Oldman is going to walk away with the Oscar after this, because this is the kind of movie the Oscar voters love. It's about Hollywood with some great
It's
actors.
black and
Oscar
white.
bait.
But then I sat down to watch Sound of Metal last night,
Christmas Vacation?
and I've never seen anything like it. The main character, Ruben, he's Riz Ahmed played him. He's a drummer for a really loud band. Bald Brian called it a heavy metal or death metal band, which it is not.
I meant to text you and see how you felt about that.
Metal
It's
X.
like an experimental,
Brian Bishop.
like I think Anderson said it right, like an experimental hard band. It was
Okay.
artsy fartsy music. And
Yeah.
so he's a drummer, and he loses his hearing, or most of it. And the movie's about his journey and the immediate aftermath of finding out that he's losing his hearing. Losing his hearing.
My
you get-
hearies are going.
Did you? That's more of a me saying hearies. Did you get to the bottom of the movie? Automatically comes with a caption or
It
not?
didn't. Mine didn't.
I think that's them.
That was their
just
screener.
saying
Their
the technology.
screener had it.
Yeah.
Those are
one
called
here.
IZs.
And this is on Amazon Prime, by the way. Sound of Metal on Amazon Prime. But it's the most powerful
Pisces.
and moving character study movies I've ever seen. It got me all
Really?
up in my feels. It goes places and
Got you in your
subject matters.
feelsies?
Subject matters I've never
Don't say too much. Don't say too much.
I've never even thought about. And yeah, it's amazing.
I
Everybody-
did almost
is.
watch that Sunday, but I did watch Mank actually this weekend also.
Oh, nice.
I will have to put it on my list because I love
So what I
old
did-
Hollywood movies.
What I did is I actually watched Citizen Kane for the first time Friday
Ooh.
because I'd never actually seen the whole thing.
I too watched.
And then I watched Mank.
Rosebud.
Oh, you watched Citizen
Then I
Kane
watched
first?
Mank on Sunday.
I watched Citizen
yes.
Kane after. I'd seen it,
Oh, okay.
but I rewatched
Because I
it.
wanted to know like references if there was a lot of references to it. And there's not a ton, but you probably pick up more.
If you see.
watching
Yeah,
it
there were
first, but-
several.
Yeah.
Where
for
did
me,
you?
Mank
Where did you track down Citizen Kane?
is on HBO Max.
It's on HBO.
Oh, nice, cool.
But Mank to me was more just the performance of Gary Oldman was so magnetic. But
Magneto.
the rest of the movie was fine. Yeah. It's.
Scott?
I think the second half's a little better.
Well,
the
there's
first half, like you
the
said, is a little-
dialogue
is a
is
little slow.
it's what keeps it going. It's like it's in the 30s style, and it's kind of
Yeah.
what's
Ah,
his
sir.
name?
It's kind of
That dude that did the West Wing and shit like that. It's kind of his dialogue
Oh, I know
style.
what you mean. Yeah.
Not Alan Alda. Oh, Sorkin.
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin-ish. But
I thought he was talking about the
I thought
actor,
it was
and then
great.
he said the dialogue style.
It's just kind of meandering for a while, and then it kind of finds itself.
Well, since we're in this realm, and I would be a bad host if I didn't take the opportunity to ask this question, how do you guys feel? Because Christopher Nolan just commented on the HBO Max and Warner Brother simultaneous releases. How do you two, because I know you guys watch more movies than Farzad and Scott, how did you guys feel about that whole announcement?
That they're releasing them all on Max?
Yeah, all their big releases are being simultaneously released.
Wait.
I think it's great.
While you're thinking about that,
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration.
Oh.
Hail Satan,
job, Scott.
everybody.
I do not recall
Hail
signing
Satan.
off on
Another
that.
great documentary.
that's Greg's intro. It's great.
I mean, I'll be happy to sit in my living room and watch most of these movies. I would, assuming if the theaters are still open and up and running, I will choose to go to the theater instead. But I won't see every movie.
So
in the
I
theater,
like-
so I'm okay with it being on
I like
HBO
that-
Max.
My theaters are jogging. I'll go.
I like that they're releasing them to prevent people from going to the theater. That's
Yeah,
what I was happy about.
but my fear is
think it's
that
anything.
we talked about a couple weeks ago, where are they going to, once they implement this, can they go back to a theater and then 3-4 months down the line then put it, or are they now tied to this? Because
You can release
these releases
release
are
a movie
tied
in the theater
at the
whenever
hip.
you want.
Pretty
I know, but
sure
I'm
they
saying-
can do whatever they want. Yeah.
Yeah, they can re-release it in theater anytime.
No. What I'm
Unless
saying
it has
is
5
like
stars on IMDb.
going forward. So basically, they release their slate for next year. So in 2022, can they go to not doing same day releases again, or is
That is
the
apparently their
consumer going to mandate that you have to now
Oh,
because you gave it to us once, you have to keep doing it now?
I feel like they're going to do whatever they want either way.
I feel like
If,
this is
if theaters are open, they'll open them in theaters.
No, this is a paradigm shift.
Well, the thing is, these are opening in theaters at the same time, Kyle.
Yeah. So I'm surprised that this topic came up again.
Well, we discussed it on Thursday.
Yeah. So basically, AT&T, which owns Warner Brothers, is trying to compete with Disney, which has multiple multiple significantly money-making IPs, and they have their own streaming service where they like make these exclusive IPs. Exclusive TV shows for these IPs. Like, we're getting Star Wars.
Can you say
has
IP
The
6
Mandalorian.
more times?
Shut
I
up, Scott.
don't know why he's going
He
down
says it
this trail again.
The reason why like IP is important is this is how AT&T sees it, is that they see these as intellectual property where they can like milk the shit out of and make money off of, which is why they're using DC as their money-making machine, which is why we have Oh Boy merch. You can
DC
get
is probably my favorite IP.
shop.anulo.co.
Available on HBO.
Way to talk over the.
But this is
plug.
also like they're also why like I think Joe, you
welcome.
mentioned this is like why are they investing in the Dune franchise?
I
They
never
wanna try
said
to-
this, but okay.
Okay, well I guess you asked like why Dune or whatever. You asked about Dune.
I
why
didn't. That's not you.
I don't think
You,
this is
you
ever
missed
well, whatever.
saying this whole
Shut up! I'm
conversation.
talking about Dune.
It's a good segue.
He just wanted to get
Oh,
to
this is
do.
just a way for him to talk about
just
Dune.
wanted
Shut up!
get to
Exactly.
Dune.
I was trying to segue into me talking
damn
about
it.
Dune.
The IP.
Dune has a
Done.
TV show coming. Farzad
Yeah,
wants
apparently
Dune
like
to be
they're
Marvel.
trying to like AT&T is trying to build their own. Sorry, Scott. IP blocks.
I'm about to say the thing
Shop.
is,
Good copy.
I'm not. I'm. No one's arguing that point. But even Disney put a paywall when they put Mulan out. I'm
Well,
saying,
there's-
can you? Is this the point of no return?
like
Is this now
Mulan.
everybody's just releasing everything same day, and the theaters are to fend for themselves?
So the argument is that actually Disney did make a lot of money with doing the paywall for Mulan, and so even with like the new Pixar releases, and apparently with I think it was for Black Widow, maybe they announced that they were going to release on Disney Plus without a paywall.
Yes.
So apparently that seems like it didn't pan out. So they're just going with like just release it on streaming, and we're just going to like make money off
Keep people
subscriptions
subscribed.
instead. Yeah.
So
off
that's what I'm
subscriptions.
saying. So that's what I'm getting to. So it's theaters be damned at this point.
Basically, at
There's
this
no
point, yes.
going back. Once you set the template for that model, there's no going back.
This is the death of the theater model, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that's what Nolan's whole thing was. He was like, I feel blindsided, basically. I went to bed knowing we had a film company, and now we're a streaming company.
I mean, that's the same thing. Even like Legendary is pissed about it with the Dune franchise. Like, they're like, yo, this was supposed to be
The what franchise?
A theater
The
franchise
IP,
where
Scott,
we
I
made
don't know
like
if you
Lord of the
know.
Rings style money,
His name's
but
Scott.
like
IP
now
known
you're
as Dune.
just making us exclusively streaming, and so there's threats of a lawsuit there because
Damn.
they're like, yo, we were blindsided by this. We were expecting a theater box office revenue, but
All right,
now
I'm
we're
sorry
just
I
going to
did
get.
this.
Yeah, you know
The only
what?
people
Sorry that I
against
brought
this
technical
are the artists. They're
business
like,
management into this.
my
I'm
movie's
sorry.
supposed to be seen in the theater. Do you guys say
So
theater?
I had,
I love Nolan. He's like,
why don't
I
we
went
say
to bed
theater?
thinking it was a theater
I want to
company.
finish.
and I woke
I
up,
want
it
to finish
was
that
streaming.
thought. One thought, please.
I
Thank
agree
you.
with them 100%, by the way.
Like what? Yeah, decisions get made while you're asleep. Sorry.
It's the wrong show, Greg.
That's not what he's saying, Kyle, but okay. Greg, what you say?
So a couple more things about Sound of Metal. There aren't
No.
many
Oh,
laughs in it,
God.
but I did smile a few times for some moving moments. So don't expect to
Please smile.
get any
It's like this show.
laugh out loud moments. It's pretty dark, but it's great. And Riz Ahmed
Turn your brightness up.
definitely could win awards for his performance, but like I said, Gary Oldman was in an Oscar bait movie, given an Oscar
I
performance.
do love Riz Ahmed. He was very
So-
good in what was that
Night
HBO
of.
show?
The night of.
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 It was like the Middle, he was Middle
The
Eastern
night
guy.
of!
The night of.
The night of.
Sorry, I don't have my headphones on.
It's
What the fuck, dude?
HBO's IP.
We move on. We lost everything.
I'm done.
Scott, what,
Jesus Christ.
Scott, I want to discuss what's going on in the race this week.
Evening, my fellow citizens.
Race.
The Constitution will be colorblind.
Race remains a potent and often divisive force in our society.
Episode 20.
Welcome to Fourth and Race. I'm your host.
Divisive, divisive, we all know.
I say divisive.
I say sentence.
I'm a sentence guy. So Rashida Jones, no, Greg, not that Rashida Jones. Rashida Jones, who is a
She's in
senior
season
VP
3.
at
Episode
MSNBC
2.
and was an HBCU grad, will become the first African American woman to run a major cable news network, and that would be NBC. Starting 2021, it was announced this week.
MSNBC?
MSNBC.
Oh, they didn't give her just
Really?
NBC?
Yes.
I did not hear about this.
Yes, it was announced a couple of days ago. I believe Monday the news came down. Yep. First African American woman to run a cable news network. She will be in
All
charge.
right.
Well, I want to
So
announce
that is this
that
week.
we just hired Joe to be the first CEO of a new low network. So,
Oh, wait. No, I lost that election. The
no, this is an election. The
way things
board
work,
voted.
Joe. Welcome
He's
to
the
Prime
America.
Minister is different from the CEO.
The board
Very
voted.
different.
So, Scott, I need you to open up those books, buddy.
Nope. Okay.
So
They're in
Joe
audit
is-
right now.
I'm
They're in
still
audit.
waiting for my
Okay.
check.
Once they're
Joe
not
is the
being
first
audited.
African American woman to run a podcast network.
Kyle?
Congratulations.
Kyle?
Did I get that wrong?
Yes.
I read the wrong press release.
Marcus,
Kyle's the
flip
wrong
that.
person. I'm the first they. Scott, 4th and 7.
Good evening, my fellow citizens.
Oh, my God.
Get it off in time on 4th and 10 to the sideline.
Did you like that bit? That was a bit. I planned that whole bit.
Good bit. Good bit.
That's
Best
good.
show. This has been
was
the
a
best
good bit.
show on mute. I have been dying laughing. I've been
His
Brennan laughing
headphones
this
are back,
whole time.
ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to 4th and 10. Farzad can't hear me. This is by the show where I give the boys a topic. They have 10 seconds to respond. It's all made up, and the points don't
It's made
matter.
up.
The topics this week are Hot Streak, The Perfect Pizza, Tim Tebow, Money Team, and the Big Six. We had a tie last week, so we'll let Farzad start this week.
I'm gonna have to go with the Big Six, Scott.
The Big Six. What a way to start
Not the
this
first time
one.
he said that.
Big Six, Farzad. You're in the hot seat. You have
Hey!
God damn it!
10 seconds. That one was meant for Joe to pick. You have 10 seconds to come up with the topic. It starts now.
Joe, pick a topic for me real quick.
You don't have to do that.
You're right.
What's your favorite Afro style?
Oh boy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
There you go. Greg,
That
what
cannot
is your
be a
favorite
question.
Afro style?
Not be a question. Who wore the afro the best would be a better question.
Interpret that question as you will. Greg, take it away.
I like tall and skinny.
And the show has reached a new low.
Oh, blast from the past.
We are named after it. I should probably play it.
I mean, we should probably credit that.
Yeah, I know. We haven't heard it forever.
Can we pick a different
Can we
topic?
pick a different thing, Farzad, please?
Okay, yeah, let's do the perfect pizza.
No, you have
No.
to pick a
You
topic.
have to pick
Come
a
on,
topic.
topic.
You have to
Pick a
make a
question.
You
topic.
have the hot seat, buddy.
Just open ESPN.com right now and just say the first thing you
Look
see.
at
Yeah,
that
let's see
line.
what's on
3,
ESPN.com. Give me a
2,
second. We're doing this live, baby.
1.
Hold
Joe
on.
wins
Hold
that
on.
round. That means Joe
Nice.
gets to pick the next
All
topic.
right.
You have Hot
All
Streak,
right.
Wait,
the perfect pizza.
wait.
He gets out of it.
How do you feel? Wait. How do you feel about Indiana losing to Florida State in overtime?
You could have.
You could have picked anything. Is that
You
college
said-
basketball? I have nothing.
That is literally the
Scott
homepage
already
of
declared me the winner.
ESPN.com.
Scott, what's
All right,
the
Scott. Joe
upcoming
takes
categories?
it. Joe, pick a topic.
We have Hot Streak, the perfect pizza, Tim Tebow, Tim Tebow, and Money Team.
Let's go Tim Tebow. If that's what it was, I don't even know.
Tim Tebow, Russian.
Rest in peace, Tim.
Sorry, okay.
Tebow died?
I'm used to talking to them.
Oh, you
Okay.
better tell me something I didn't know.
This has been the
Russell
best show, everyone.
Wilson
Best show.
said in a recent interview he thinks baseball was actually his best sport. And he went on to say he thinks he's a better baseball player than Tim Tebow. What do you guys think of this subject, and who is your favorite double sport all-around athlete? Joe, 10 seconds.
I definitely think he's a better baseball player than Tim Tebow because he was actually drafted to play baseball. My favorite two-sport athlete would be Deion Sanders because he's prime time, baby.
Greg has a different opinion. Greg, 10 seconds.
Russell Wilson was definitely a better baseball player than he is a football player because he's been sucking it up lately. But hey, my favorite two sport is obviously Bo Jackson because he's always been the best.
Bo knows best. Kyle, do you know best?
Joe knows best.
I'm sure Russell Wilson would be better, but we've only seen Tim Tebow play baseball and do nothing. And yeah, Bo Jackson. It's hard not to say him.
Michael
To be
Jordan,
fair, he did
baby.
nothing in football as well.
He won a playoff game.
Farzad.
Won a playoff game.
It's not nothing.
Chris Winkie is my favorite
All right.
two-sport athlete. Chris Winkie, followed by Charlie Ward.
Guys, Farzad definitely doesn't
He's talking
win
a lot too.
that. Farzad finally had something to say, and he was on mute.
Lose it. He was talking
Hi,
so much.
Small
How's it going,
markets.
everybody?
Why do you keep muting?
Because I want to respect the show. Can we do that over?
No, I gave you an answer. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Winkie.
Chris Winkie.
I said
Greg, in
100
the
pence
chat.
because he plays World of Warcraft.
Sorry, Kyle, but I'm going to mention chat. I said Greg goes Bo Jackson in the chat. I knew that.
Do it. It's fine.
That's why I went Dion because
Yeah,
I
'cause
wanted
there's
to
only
leave
one
Bo
answer.
open for Greg. I
Correct
wanted to leave Bo
answer
open for you, Greg.
was Bo knows best.
I didn't get to see Bo. I saw Dion though.
Greg wins that round. Greg, you got Hot Streak, the perfect pizza, and Money Team.
Perfect. The pizza.
Perfect pizza. NFL linebacker Vontez Burfict was arrested in Vegas for fighting with security guard because he couldn't find secret pizza at the Cosmopolitan. And to be fair,
What?
secret pizza does have the best slice of pizza, so I would fight over it
Yeah, but how can you not find it?
because it's
Vegas
a
pizza,
secret.
baby.
it's a secret Farzad. What specific meal and restaurant would you fight a security guard over? Greg, what's your ultimate meal?
That's a tough one. I was hoping this was about Burfict because I was going to make a joke that, wow, we've never seen any signs that he was do something like this. Arby's.
Oh boy,
Oh my god.
Arby's.
I can see Greg fighting someone over roast beef. Kyle, 10 seconds.
I feel like I definitely would fight someone over pizza if I was really feeling pizza, but Shit, I guess Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich.
What?
It's just the
Wait, we
lamest
can't get mad at me
stream
for
now.
saying 30K and we get Harvey.
We have 10 seconds to
Become
think.
the lame stream.
We just like fighting security guards.
Extra lame. All of the lame. Lame.
Oh, Farzad would pick a empanada from the best stand in San Francisco.
Kyle, to be fair, it's empanada.
Empanada.
No, empanada, just like how Scott said it.
What do you-
racist?
Oh, man.
Farzad, apparently you have a good answer.
So, very offensive that he couldn't find Secret Pizza because it's on the second floor of the Cosmo. It's like very hard not to find. I'd have to go to the French Laundry because that's where Gavin Newsom got called out.
Have you even eaten at the French Laundry?
No, because it's impossible to get a reservation at the French Laundry.
Gavin actually
Why would you
fought
fight over it?
California to get there.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Joe.
I'm going to be a little pretentious. There was this fantastic place I had a steak in Italy. I would fight somebody to go there because that was the best steak I've had and the greatest wine I've had.
Steak in Italy? Joe, have you been to Texas? God damn it.
It's different.
I like
That
how
table
I'm
wine?
getting shit on for arguing to get into a restaurant that has Michelin
That
stars.
you've never
I've
been
been
to.
to the place.
Joe,
Yes, but has Michelin stars.
That don't mean
Joe, are you
shit.
sure it's pronounced
Never been?
Italy?
Italy.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
There you go.
actually,
Italia.
it's Italia. It's Italia, actually.
Roma.
Gabagoo.
Cappuccino.
Farzad.
Hey, motherfucker, cappuccino.
Wins that round because he named a restaurant that cost over $8 to have an entree.
Thank you.
Spicy chicken, man.
I don't know the name of the place.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
You didn't say Taco Bell?
Who's
Give me a second
picking?
answer.
Who's picking? I already forgot. Is it Kyle?
Kyle needs to pick.
Kyle is a hot streak or
Yeah,
money
fuck it.
team.
Money team.
Money team. Floyd Mayweather has announced he will fight infamous
Oh, God.
YouTuber and waste of space
How'd you not
Logan
know
Paul on February 20th in an exhibition match. Who said the sport of boxing is dead? It is alive and well. What are your thoughts on this fight and the boxing in general these days?
My thoughts are I don't care. Boxing will never be as big as it was in the 90s or 70s. I just think no one gives a shit.
Farzad, mute yourself and answer.
Boxing is basically become the new WWE. It's a farce. I love the fact that the community has could differentiate between Jake and Logan.
I wish we had subtitles for this podcast.
What community is he referring to?
He started speaking
I
Farsi.
am
at the end.
drunkies, motherfuckers.
Joe,
Yeah,
10
the
seconds.
Easy work.
hearings. I actually think boxing is in a healthy place with some of its lesser known divisions. It's not big in the heavyweights, but heavyweights are coming back. I think this fight is a farce. Floyd Mayweather is a bit of a farce as well.
Farzad? Greg, 10 seconds.
Farce.
Well, like Kyle, I do care about boxing, but I do not care about exhibition fights where there's nothing on the line and one of them's not even a boxer.
Me and Greg agree.
Kyle wins that. Fuck boxing. Who cares?
Oh no, it's a tie. What happened?
Whoa!
That means we go to the tiebreaker.
Oh, no wonder I didn't win any rounds because I won the first dumb one.
Wait, Joe, you could
I
win
was
this
like,
one.
I'm getting great answers. What's
You could
happening?
win this one, Joe.
Oh, everything that matters is
Before
what
we go
say.
on,
That's all that matters.
Maddie in the chat asked, "Is Logan Paul the stupid brother or the stupid brother?"
He's
I'm
the
replying right
stupid
now.
brother.
The stupid one.
Oh, I thought he was a stupid one.
No, I'm assuming by stupid is the one that lit her mattress on fire and like was across the street from the Improv.
No,
I thought Jake's
the dead
the
forest
one
in
that,
Japan one.
Yeah, the forest thing.
That's Logan.
Yeah, that's whose.
That's the stupid.
Isn't that his
one.
fighting?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the stupid one.
Okay. I would
All right, that
assume
was
Jake would be the
really
stupid
necessary.
one.
It was necessary. No.
Whichever the older brother is the stupid one.
Scott, what is the hot streak?
Hot streak. This one's sponsored by Cheers from the Press Box.
On a new load.
Joe, that's your computer.
No merch.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no merch. I gotta get on that. Cheers from the press
Foam
box.
fingers.
Yeah.
It's a podcast on the network. Thanks, Joe. Good plug.
Kyle said it already, so I don't know why I had to say it.
Yeah.
The Big Ten voted to eliminate the 6-game requirement to be eligible for the 2020 Conference Championship game. This after Ohio State's upcoming 6th game was canceled due to COVID with their 5-0 record, which means they will now represent the East Division in the championship game. Words against Northwest.
Western.
The entire Northwest.
Northwestern.
All of the Northwest.
All the Northwest. Instead of Indiana University. Was this the right move? Joe, what are your thoughts on the situation?
No, this was the wrong move because you set a parameter and then you change the parameter just so you can have a potential place, which everything's for money.
Greg?
It's tough. It would have been tough not to see Ohio State in the national championship picture, and maybe they'll be left out because they've only played 5 games. I need more time.
Yeah, I needed more time for that one, honestly.
Go ahead.
So, because they haven't
Just
played
kidding,
enough
it's
games,
not that game. Kyle, you have 10
20
seconds.
Oh, it's complete bullshit. It's the most transparent horseshit that's happened in a long time in college sports, which is saying something. Yeah, they just want the big name school, and it's stupid.
To be fair, they beat Indiana, giving them their one loss. So they basically have the same records in theory.
You set a rule, you stick to the rules.
Yeah, I'm about to say, but you set the rule.
That's it.
You set a rule of
No, I didn't
6
set
games
it. They
is
did,
the
and I agree
minimum.
with them.
No, Scott, you set the rule of 10 seconds and you gave Greg
Scott.
20.
No, I cut him
I
off.
have an issue.
You're right. Oh,
He did it to
you just
fuck
tricked
with
me,
me.
Joe. I agree. This is a bad move. We set the rules and we stick to them.
You set the
Christopher
rule.
Nolan is not
Greg.
happy with you.
Doesn't win that. The winner of this week.
You didn't even
I
ask
didn't even get to see me. Oh, fuck you guys.
We thought you were on mute. You gave
Small
the answer already.
market football.
I thought I was.
I have an
rooting for it.
answer, but whatever.
I thought he was going to go smart market boxing.
I just want to point out that Cal beat Oregon, and I'm very happy that
That's
we
not an
beat
answer.
those fucking Oregon bitch heads.
Okay.
Real happy we did that.
Yep.
As much as I hate to
Super.
do this,
Oh no. Oh boy.
tune in next week to find out who wins this round
But we gotta know.
We need
of 4th and 10.
closure.
It's like the
Oh
election.
Jesus.
Off in time on 4th and 10 to the sideline.
We need closure. Well, since we're not going to get closure there, let's air out what we're disappointed in this week.
Reality is often disappointing.
I just realized there's a Thanos bit in that.
Wow.
Wow, great job, buddy. So since you're speaking anyway, Farzad, talk to us about these COVID restrictions.
Yes, I am very disappointed. So as you know, California is under our second lockdown. So it is impossible to be inside. It is impossible to be inside. So I rode my bike down to the Apple store to see
Time out,
if
did he say it's impossible to be inside?
indoors.
outside?
Yes,
Yeah, they
Indoors at a
locked
store.
down inside this time. Everyone outside.
Wait,
Oh, wow.
wait, it's impossible.
It's more of a lockout.
Did they write that wrong?
Yes, because when I rode my bike down to the Apple store, they were like, "Oh, sorry, do you not have an appointment?" And I'm like, "What? I just want to look at the phone." They're like, "Nope, sorry. You need to have an appointment with our shopping associate in order to see a phone." And I'm like, "But I just want to look at the phone." They're like, "Nope. COVID restrictions.
You know, this
gotta
is-
make an appointment."
This
Now
is
that
one
he
of
has
those weird moments where I'm on their side.
now that he
I
has
know.
internet, he
I
doesn't use
understand.
it.
I understand their point of view, but at the same time, I'm very disappointed that I cannot walk into a store and look at a phone.
Farzad.
I have to make an appointment.
Farzad,
It's only been like that for like 10 months.
to be fair, Farzad, you tried to order a beer at the Genius Bar.
Yeah, just because it has bar in the title
No,
doesn't mean
to
you can
be
get whatever
fair,
you
I
want.
rode my bike over so that I was sober.
That is
Like
not
you sobered
proof.
up during the ride.
I was sober while riding my bike.
Can I
was
get an
not-
eye margarita?
What is it? 4 IPAs deep.
Can I get an IPA?
There you go, Scott. That was good.
boy.
That was bad.
That was
Can
very
we-
good.
great,
Margarita.
Good punch up. Good
Cut
punch
out
That
the
was very,
margarita.
yeah,
Good
cut
punch.
the first one,
the
leave that
margarita.
one in.
There it is.
All right. Well, from one non sequitur to another, Kyle,
It's a good
you're looking for
segue.
relief?
Well, I hate to do back-to-back COVID topics, but I did make it vague.
Yeah,
so
I just decided to leave these in together. Lump these
I'm
in together.
disappointed by the inability of Congress to still not get a COVID relief bill passed.
McConnell!
They are blaming each other. They're all
The
pointing
police.
fingers. The Republicans wanted to give everyone $600.
Hey, that's a
thought
whole
that was
Apple
cool.
Watch.
So then
That's
the
barely an
Democrats
Apple AirPod
did
Max
not
headphone.
accept that bill because they think maybe
Good
we
point,
should
Joe.
give more
Barely a
They wanna
six-pack
give
of
increase
eye.
unemployment
PAs.
benefits. So then Republicans shot that down. It's just been a stalemate.
Good job, Scott.
Constituents on both sides love pointing fingers at the other, and at this point, I'm angry at everyone, and it's fucking stupid and disappointing.
It's pretty goddamn ridiculous.
But that's our
It's
system.
fucking ridiculous.
Yep,
From the ridiculous.
we're paying them, and they're not paying us.
From the ridiculous to the sublime, Greg.
Oh, so back to sports. So Saturday afternoon, I turned on my TV to Channel 9, which is our NBC here in Denver, because I don't have DirecTV and I get NBC. Anyway, I was getting ready to watch the Notre Dame-Syracuse game, and the end of the West Ham United versus the Manchester United game was on, and it took me less than 2 minutes to remember why I can't stomach soccer. I see a player go down without being touched by the other guy, and then he rolls around writhing in pain. Now, this fake injury bullshit is not my disappointment. My disappointment is the opposing player, knowing full well he didn't touch the guy, he goes up and apologizes to the guy on the ground. You didn't do anything wrong. Fuck you, you're making it worse. Jesus.
A
Save
lot
me.
of that is posturing and strategy.
Save me from this sport.
But
that's the only
Soccer's
reason I
amazing.
watch it, because I just laugh hysterically every time someone
Love the acting.
they rush by someone too fast and like the guy spins in a 360
They like
and falls on
literally
the
just,
ground.
like trips over himself.
Yeah.
They make great gifs.
yeah, no.
Gifs.
GIFs.
I agree, it's Jiff.
Divisive.
Fight me.
Gift.
I call it
your
GIF.
face.
I just wanted to stand with Kyle.
It's a Jiff.
Speaking of a jip. I can't say that.
Whoa.
I can't say that anymore.
Speaking of canceled,
Damn it, I forgot
Wow.
that's
See you
bad.
later, everyone.
Whoa.
this has been a fun stream,
Great
everyone.
fun
It's been great.
Stream.
I did my thing. Scott, you have no
I am not a
disappointment.
gypsy, Joe, but
Yikes.
Well, it was you stole the election I was going to get to with your no disappointment. But
He gypped us out of a
What are you
good
going to me?
disappointment.
for my
Oh
disappointment.
my God! Why are we
I'm-
saying this?
Why would we should
I'm-
Brother,
double
you
down?
said the R word earlier, by the
Joe
way.
actually.
It's very true.
it was
That
exactly
was
what
not
that-
on stream.
That was on the stream.
That was on the show.
That was on the show.
I was.
Shout out
one of your
to chicken
topics.
tenders.
I'm disappointed by Joe's racism in use of the word.
It's like Friday.
Jip.
Oh, gee. Well, now you said it, so
I can say it.
Well, now
in
it's canceled
context.
out.
It's like the N word.
it doesn't work if you're quoting something, Scott. Doesn't work like that.
You guys ever seen
Paul
Taxi Driver?
Bryan.
It's in a rap song. You can say
You
it.
guys ever seen Taxi Driver? Not in the rap song, Kyle. Scott. Even if it's mine.
Oh, now who's racist?
Look, I always mix you two up for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. I think it's the hat.
You shouldn't be mildly racist.
Yep, that hat I always wear.
Yep, you're always wearing a hat.
That's it.
Probably
Well,
should.
Since Scott has no disappointment, I will get to mine. Like Greg said, back to sports. So the last 2 weeks, University of Miami was not playing football because they had a bit of a COVID outbreak. And Monday, it came out that one of our corners, Al Blades Jr., son of Al Blades, and
Al Blades.
Yeah, Al Blades Jr.
nephew of
is the son of Al
nephew
Blades.
of Benny Blades,
And he's a
nephew
corner.
of Benny Blades.
Very pokey.
He came out and said that he now has myocarditis, and This is the first one we're hearing of. This was the heart defect that is linked to COVID, and this is one of the things that I was scared about with all this playing of the sports, because now this kid's future is going to be impacted for a long time. A pitcher for the Red Sox basically had to sit out the entire season because he had contracted this, and that's a professional player, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Junior.
So now
Rodriguez.
now whatever
Son
earning
of Eduardo.
potential Hal Blaze Jr. could have gotten is hindered because of the greed for and quest for money in the ACC and college football in general. So that is my disappointment. Football.
Yep, death is not the only issue.
That heart
with
condition
this
is
disease,
not-
and people don't seem to understand.
Is not to be confused with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, it was worth it.
And with that, listener spotlights.
Lowlights?
This is where we spotlight the listeners. Scott, hit the drop for the lowlights.
Is that what it's called?
Low lifes,
ever
low
called it
lights.
Joe's just trying to make me panic and try to find sounds
The
I don't
spotlight
have.
drop.
Scott, the spotlight drop.
No, I was saying this. I think my phone had cut out. I was going to say, should we just call it the spotlight? Because
You should say that out
a
loud
lot of
next
the
time.
lowlights and highlights are combined now. So instead of having two,
Joe,
separate
maybe you
things,
should do this on the pre-pro.
We did.
I tried. You guys didn't hear me. Oh,
I heard
see,
it.
Greg heard me. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
but I didn't.
Farzad has his
Well,
headphones
it's because you
off,
didn't have
to
your
be fair.
headphones on.
You know what? You can fuck yourself. How about we go with the show?
All right,
Yeah.
Kyle, you read the first low light.
All right. We've got a low light from
Yummy-o.
on Instagram. Sup, fellas. My disappointment this week is in myself, and no, this isn't really Scott, for not sending my disappointments the past few weeks. And I'll kindly like to fuck Farzad for what he tried to start a few weeks back. You know what you said. Huh, that's weird.
Wow, you
I'm
seduced
just reading
Hubio.
it as it's written.
Oh,
I'm
Farzad.
just
So, I
reading
mean,
it
I get why your name
as
has
it's written.
Yum in
Oh,
the
boy.
beginning.
He's
but,
no Dominic, but Farzad will go
boy.
for
You
it.
don't
He's no
have to
Dominic.
text the show. You can do this privately.
Hey, you know what you said.
Babe, you know what you said. All right, I'm going to actually no, Scott. I want to hear a voicemail. Do we got some voicemails?
Smo.
Hey there, Anulo. This is your pal, Smo, calling in with a disappointment. I am thoroughly disappointed in all three of my children. I walked in from work today, and there were a few things. One was a giant thing of applesauce was dumped out in the fridge, and nobody had bothered to clean it. So when I walked
That's
in to put my
unfortunate.
groceries in there, I had to clean a giant thing of applesauce that was all over the fridge. So that
Gotta
was the
make
first
them
thing.
clean that.
Second thing is they didn't do either of the two things I assigned to them when I left to go to work today. So they're banned from screens for today and tomorrow. Again, my children, all three children, big disappointments. My encouragement.
Thank you, Scott. Good job.
We'll
Good
play
job.
that later.
What would you guys do without screens for a day?
Whew.
Just go outside?
Probably read
Sleep.
a book, paint models,
Sleep, drink.
build models.
I don't like Kyle has answers to this. I got a good book. I'm halfway through. I got models to paint.
Fish.
That's why I have a hobby, so I don't stare at screens all the
Sleep
goddamn day.
longer.
It's a good
Go
idea, Kyle.
running
Kyle, it's a good one.
potentially, and then drink and talk shit with my roommates.
So you guys
I
just
rode
heard
my bike.
you guys just heard Smo on a little voicemail. Check her out on the latest episode of Who Does a Podcast.
Yeah, she was our guest.
Second
on the last
guest.
episode, Yorktown.
Yes.
Who does a podcast, Hamilton.
We do.
Scott, I believe we had another voicemail.
We do.
Yes, we do, Scott.
From Maddie herself. Mrs. Hate.
Hey guys, this is Mrs. Haight. I am calling to my first highlight and low light for the week. I don't know how this works, if it's supposed to be like, you know,
We don't either.
news or personal, but this one's personal for me. So my highlight and low light of the week is my business partner. She's amazing. I love her so much. She's taught me so much. She's
She's about to shit on her.
32 years older than me, so she's getting into her 60s. And we had a really good talk this week, and she is ready to start cutting back her hours, easing her way into retirement. And so my highlight is that I'm just so happy for her, and I'm ready for her to start winding down and just enjoying
maybe we should do production next time.
going into retirement, because she's an amazing lady. And my low light is that I am panicking a little bit because I'm getting ready to take this whole business on myself without her. So it's really mixed feelings this week. I'm so happy and excited for her, and also I'm a little bit sad. And yeah, it's an interesting feeling. It's an interesting feeling for sure. So I don't know if it's more of a high or a low, but that's what I have for you guys this week. All right. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Haight.
Great
Mrs. Haight.
call.
That was a fantastic
It's
call.
a
It
tough
was a pleasant call.
situation, you know. People move on, and
Yeah.
you know,
And
yes,
I get
they're
that it's
abandoning
daunting
and you know making your company go under because they're not there anymore. But
It's a very daunting
You know,
task.
it's let me just say something. Oh, sorry, Forza, go ahead.
But you got
In the
this.
sausage industry, you know, things like this happen.
when she said she was
You can
cutting
fill
back
the
her hours,
sausage
I was like,
real well.
ha, cutting.
More like slicing.
Chop those profits.
Solution for all of this: make James work there.
Or Marcus, get your resume ready, buddy.
Hey,
Or Marcus,
Doesn't that
hop
mean-
on a
Get some
plane.
gloves, get an apron.
Doesn't that
Let's
mean
go.
more money for you guys? Or is she still?
Yeah, potentially.
Is she still?
But all of us
yeah.
say a lot more
That's
work
probably-
as well.
But she got this. She is the Mrs. Haight. She can chop off D's as much as she wants. She's got this.
Huh.
What was that?
Chop
The
off
D's of
D's.
the competition.
Like
Okay.
disgusting chunks of meat.
Okay, so we had another low light from
low light.
the.
Hey there to
Low
low
light.
light. What's
Have you
it
heard-
like in New York City?
Well, I was gonna go a different place with that. Scott. I was gonna say, have you heard the Low Light's new album? At the Jen Carey on Twitter, her disappointment is Florida, and as always, I will dovetail this into something of my own. So this week, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Ron DeSantis of Florida sent
Ron DeSantis.
sent armed law enforcement to confiscate the electronic devices of one Rebecca Jones. Rebecca Jones was simply updating people of the real COVID information and the goings on in Florida. And yes, she had a search warrant for her house. They came guns drawn. This was caught on her security footage, and her kids were there. And yeah, it's real fucked up when the government is going to use law enforcement as their armed guard and their armed militia. So Florida, go eat a big old bag of dicks.
Yep.
As
Very
it's
fucked.
ironic that
Don't you
people who
think?
come from a third world country who understand this are like, yeah, this is what happens when you have a fascist state who's very much like you ignore what the actual numbers are, you endorse what makes the state looks good. So
Wish
And
we had
that's when
Antifa.
the bike rolls by me.
Okay, yeah.
Marcus clip that.
Greg's second stroke.
Yeah, but I was responding to his stroke, but it didn't work out.
Scott, I think it's time for the highlight, the encouragements.
Stories that make us feel happy.
So happy.
Kyle,
That's
what's
also
making you
Thanos,
happy,
as far as
buddy?
Hey, man. Yep. That was Thanos in Endgame.
Thanos
Speaking
posing
of
as
nerd
Jimmy
shit,
Fallon.
my highlight is The Mandalorian because it's been
La, la,
great
la,
this
la, la.
season.
Not on mute.
Fantastic.
If you
That's
mute your mic,
exactly
you
what I
can
wanna
still hear it.
Take your headphones off again. No, I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, we're 6 episodes in. I think there's 2 more left.
Still on my
unfortunately,
DVR.
But it's just been a great show that I can have fun with. and
DVR,
not-
Scott.
Like, if you're not being a dumb Star Wars internet nerd and picking everything apart and just having fun, it's great. I love it. It's a fun adventure every week. It's too short, if anything.
What's the point of being a Star Wars nerd if you're not picking shit
Grogu's
apart?
too short.
That's my thing, yeah.
Didn't we find out Baby Yoda's real name?
If people are trying to not spoil anything, I'm
Really?
not gonna say
That's
shit.
a spoil? His real name? Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't
I saw
understand.
it.
I didn't
You
even-
don't understand Star Wars.
I didn't even know Baby Yoda existed,
Spoiler,
Joe.
so
Thanks
fuck you.
for spoiling it.
Farzad started freaking out as soon as I said the word "the Mandalorian," and Farzad. So I'm not going to risk shit. It's
He's
a
not
fun,
learning
it's
his
a fun
native
show.
tongues.
All right.
I'm very happy that
All
it's
right.
been.
Shout out to Rosario Dawson. Greg, you wanted a recap.
She's going to play AOC.
Well, I already spent a ton of time on movies today, but I am encouraged
Not a
just
bad casting.
by movies I love, just movies in general. They're a nice comfort food in this time of turmoil. So I love movies.
You're
I'm
eating
encouraged by
movies? That's
movies.
not healthy.
I eat everything, motherfucker.
Yeah, play that drop again.
Welcome to the movies.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration.
All right. Farzad, what inspired you to put this encouragement on here this week?
What inspired you to put your mask back on?
All right,
He's
we'll
doing
go
it
on
again.
to...
He's doing it again.
All right, Scott, what's your?
What
Yeah,
is
internet just
yours?
decided to mute himself.
Scott, go ahead.
Yeah. PC Master Race. That's what it was. I forgot what I put.
Oh yeah.
I finally built my new PC. I got my video card. I was complaining I couldn't get last week. I swooped in there, a new egg.
Thank you, Little Lives, for sponsoring Joe's new PC. Scott's new PC.
Yeah, thanks for subbing. I bought myself a new PC. No one else is going to see the money.
We'll need to see those books.
And
Because I'm the CEO now.
It's quite a beautiful PC and a great video card. And I'm going to play Cyberpunk.
Hell yeah.
No spoilers. La, 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 la.
La, 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 la.
Can't spoil it
La,
yet.
la, 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 la.
Let's try this again. Now he's coughing. At
Hey,
least
round
it's away
2.
from the mic.
He's got a mask on. At least.
Why do you have a mask on?
Well, I mean, speaking of Scott's PC Master Race, that was also the second half of my encouragement. I would like to encourage Night City. I have it preloaded on my machine. This is the wonders of internet. I'm very excited. But part of the reason I'm wearing a mask is that, Kyle, I believe this was one of your disappointments many, many moons ago about how you are disappointed by masks fogging up your glasses. Well, if you purchase a Anulo mask from shop.anulo.co, these wonderful silk masks do not fog up your glasses. And the little nose bridge is perfect. And I genuinely think this is a wonderful product I am happy to endorse for glasses wearers and mask wearers across the world.
And non-mask wearers, because you need to wear a fucking mask.
Not
encouraged.
Shop.anulo.co. You can pick up this beautiful silk mask from Anulo.
Thank you. I did not get one yet because I have 18 masks.
Mine is in the mail.
Hey, if it works.
My sister got hers today. She loves it.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. My encouragement is a couple weeks ago, I talked about Kid Cudi announcing that he was going to have an album coming out soon, and we got the release date, and it's this Friday. And I'm so excited for Man on the Moon Part 3. Kid Cudi has always put out music
gonna be in it?
at pivotal points all my life. No, Scott
R.E.M.
is
gonna
not
be
going
in
to be. No, R.E.M.'s not going to be on it. Phoebe Bridges is going to be on it though. So yeah,
Fleabag?
Death Metal going to be on it?
not Phoebe Waller-Bridges.
Oddly enough, that's what Mrs. Haight calls her children: Kid Cudi 1 and Kid Cudi 2.
Cutty. Okay, I was like, wait, what?
That's actually what she calls her.
Cuddy, not cunty.
Her daycare. She runs.
Oh God.
What?
What is happening? Scott, we don't even have a sounder for it, so there's nothing to segue. Scott, do you want to read Hate Squiggle's email?
Hell yeah, brother. Icicle says, "What up, gang? My encouragement for the week is the release of Cyberpunk 2077 today. It's been a long time waiting, and it's finally here. I have 3 questions for everyone getting it. What lifestyle are we choosing? Nomad, street kid, etc. Male or female? And the big question, do we give our characters massive hogs or itty bitty dongs?"
So, as someone who has already downloaded Cyberpunk,
As an itty bitty dong, go on.
I'm gonna go with probably street kid, definitely male, and I'm gonna go with average dong. I'm gonna go
Definitely
realistic. I'm gonna go my own dong into this Cyberpunk universe.
Didn't need to hear that.
A self dong.
Realistic.
I'm inserting myself into this universe.
So you should have went female.
Probably not the right word.
Not inserting very far.
I was I don't know like what the lifestyles are. I've been avoiding previews. I've known I've already been getting this for a while, so I don't care what reviews say. But I'm definitely going Nub Club. I'm going to put a tiny little donger on this guy. I think it's going to be funny.
God,
I hope there's like
you want to live another life.
No, I just hope there's like dialogue that talks about your dick, and they talk about how tiny your dick is. I think it'd be funny.
Why is your dick so
Especially
small?
when you're in a universe where you have a cybernetic dick.
Yeah, dude.
Well, he can restart the game and put a huge hog on it.
You can do bush size too, so I'm gonna have a massive bush with a tiny dick.
Jesus Christ, this game is too in depth.
Gonna make myself a little bird nest. It's gonna be great.
First 8 hours is just going to be us making
It is
characters.
Cyberpunk 2077. Joe.
Little baby bird nest.
It is the internet in the future.
Scott,
yeah, they're going full in on the genitals.
Scott, how are you doing it?
First game run through, I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone and go huge hog. And then the second game, I'm gonna go with reality and put a little itty bitty hog on there and see if it feels.
Nub Club, baby.
See if it feels the same.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what your lifestyle is going to be?
Is there other lifestyles other than Nomad Street Kid?
I have no
like
idea
Street
what they
Kid.
mean. So.
Street Kid, I like.
Street Kid sounds awesome.
I feel like I just wander around and like put my dick on things. My little itty bitty one.
Oh Jesus Christ! Well, Greg, do you want to read the encouragement by Yumio?
So this next comes from Yumio1 on Instagram. My encouragement for this week is myself. I'm back, baby. But I need to clarify, I do not actually want to fuck Farzad. I actually meant to say I want to fuck him up because he says stupid shit that pisses me off, and I would like to reach through the screen and strangle him sometimes.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Did we get live feedback?
Yeah, is that real time analysis?
I was going to say, where did this
Yumio, I don't know. He has a problem with the Kobe Bryant jokes, apparently.
Well, sounds about right. Sounds about.
Yeah, I like the first part better.
All right, and Scott, let's hear the end of that Smo voicemail.
3 children.
Had a stroke or something.
My encouragement, I'm gonna have to say, was that the eggplant parm that I ordered for dinner was not soggy. So that was my encouragement. Have a lovely evening.
I do love an unsoggy parm.
So she's also
that is encouraging.
going with the big
I thought
eggplant.
Farzad was going to say.
So you got to think.
Why do we always end the show
Food
with
these days-
freaking eggplant?
Well, food these days always has to be delivered or picked up and transported, so the fact that it doesn't get soggy is very encouraging.
Yo, why can't they
It's
get
hard to do.
potato wedges?
Farzad, wait for the
we do
end of
this
the show
after,
to
please?
get your fucking meal. Jeez.
It's not Friday, Farzad.
No, he's
You can't
playing
just
Cyberpunk.
randomly
He's
talk about
looking
the food
for-
you're ordering.
Yeah,
looking
I'm
for
looking
it.
for my
Where's my potato
mildly
dick?
sized potato wedge.
All right. Greg, take us out of this potato conversation.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for
Farzad's gonna be-
listening.
Postmates driver in Cyberpunk.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and or watching Anulo. Everything you need to know about Anulo can be found on anulo.co. Episodes, merch, social media, pages for our other shows on our network. Those other shows happen to be Cheers from the Press Box, that's sports. Who Does a Podcast, that's Hamilton. Misbehavior Journal Club, that's neuroscience. Jesus. No Jesus.
We can't even
probably.
say the word.
No Jesus podcast.
And coming soon, our movie podcast where L. Greg shames other podcasts that try to shame the listeners for liking movies the hosts don't like. L. Greg's Movie Corner. If you need some bad advice or would like to share your disappointments and encouragement,
safe. Call us at 424-260-6969. Nice.
Thanks, Jeans. The show is over.